Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you mission 3 of the Operation Epsom campaign, the Scottish Corridor. The mission order is as follows. Sir Colin, it is time for the 11th Armoured Division to take the lead in preparation for the final assault on Hill 112. The Germans won't allow this to happen and will strike at the 11th whilst it is vulnerable, en route to its concentration area. Your mission is to keep the Scottish corridor open, secure the road and protect the 11th Armoured's convoys. They must get through at all costs. The Germans have been concentrating armoured troops on both sides of the corridor, so expect them to try to take you in a pincer movement. The main objective is protect the 11th Armoured's convoy. Let's launch the mission.
We have our bridgehead across the Odon, already dubbed the Scottish Corridor by the rest of the army, it being so thin. But the Germans haven't failed to recognise the threat and are concentrating all of their armoured divisions against us. They know they have to reduce our salient before we insert more troops, or lose Hill 112 before too long. 11th Armoured Division will be taking the lead for the final push towards Hill 112. Our mission is to keep the road open for them. The Germans have been massing troops on both sides of the Scottish corridor. They are expected to strike at any time now. In the east, Kampfgruppe Frey from 1st SS and 21st Panzer Division. In the west, Kampfgruppe Weidinger from 2nd SS and 2nd Panzer Division. Our orders are to keep them at bay and make sure enough of the 11th Armoured get through to be able to launch the final offensive against Hill 112.
We must ensure the convoy reaches this location. Compose your battle group.
So here we are for a pretty damn tough mission. I think this is almost as hard as the last one, really. The good thing about it is you're playing more defensively as opposed to offensively. I guess defense is actually maybe more difficult than offense because you're not really playing proactively, you're playing reactively. But let's compose our battle group. In the recon tab, we will go ahead and grab the scout. Not sure that the Humber Mark 4s in Phase B will be too useful. In Phase A, rifles please. Although Bring Group would be really nice, just to sort of spread around and hold the front line across the board. Maybe act as kind of pseudo-recon. It's tempting, but I think I'm going to just stick with the rifles. We'll bring in the rifle leader. Bring in a couple squads of rifles in Phase B with another rifle leader. And I could bring in some assault pioneers, but Commandant Avant is not really a map where you're going to be using the 100 meter range much. And with that being the case, let's go ahead and grab those Bren group in Phase A, because those are expendable troops that I don't really mind losing.
We will have Challenger tanks mounting the excellent 17-pounder gun at our disposal in Phase C. They have punch but are fragile. Use them as long-range snipers.
So in Phase A, we can bring in Cromwells, and they're a lot better than Honeys. So we're going to be using them. I'm going to bring in the Cromwell 4 to accompany them as well. In Phase B, I think the only choice really is the Churchill 6 because of the HE capabilities. And then in Phase C, we'll definitely take those Challengers. On our support tab, I think we're going to be relying quite a bit on crocodiles. So I'm tempted to bring them in. Let's bring in a couple in Phase A, because then I can deploy them at the start and they'll probably do the most they can throughout the game. We'll have a Bedford supply. And then I'm tempted to bring in more crocodiles in Phase B, or I could bring in the dingoes. I think we're going to go for the crocodiles just because the dingoes are much more useful when you're playing offense than defense. since you don't really need the mobile command as much. The anti-tank, don't think we're going to use Piats, so we'll just deploy a bunch of 6-pounders, and then we'll have 17-pounders in Phase B with one of the 2-star 17-pounders.
We have received Bofort's 40mm, the best anti-air guns in our arsenal, as well as Crusader AA Mark I mounting the same gun on an armoured chassis. They are versatile and can be used against airplanes, infantry or light armoured vehicles. Well positioned and combined with 17-pounder guns, they should be the cornerstone of our defence.
So both those are probably better to bring in than the Crusader AA Mark 1s, just because you get more availability of them. Let's get some Bofors in Phase A, just in case we have to have any air engagements, and we'll get some more in Phase B if the air is a bit overwhelming. As for our artillery tab, I don't think artillery in Phase A is going to be too useful. Maybe in Phase B. But off-map's going to be hard to hit if we're not playing offensively. So I think I'm just going to go for a couple priests. And maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't.
At last, the sky is clear for the RAF to show up. Since the sector to defend is quite large, fighter bombers will prove useful to intervene quickly on hotspots. Typhoon 80 can strike any target, and their 150mm rockets may even damage heavy tanks if they hit their side or rear.
So we have Typhoon 80s, Spitfire Mark 9s available. I think I'm going to take the Spitfire Mark 9s in Phase A, just so that we can grab that air presence early on. And then it's a matter of whether or not I want Typhoon ATs or more Spitfire Mark 9s. I think we're going to bring in at least one Typhoon AT in Phase B, and then I'll grab a couple more in Phase C, and that will be my Air Force. Okay, and since that's all the activation slots used up, I think that's it. We will validate our battle group. We start with some men on the ground. We've got these rifles in position. Start from the bottom though. Actually no, let's start from the top. And the reason we're going to start from the top in terms of deployment is because all of our reinforcements come down at the bottom here. We can't actually reinforce at the top of the map. So making sure we have the defense in place up here straight away is probably more important. And I think the best thing to do is just have a crocodile here to defend against the troops that will be coming from right to left, as well as an AT gun. Then we'll need some command to go with that. And this rifle squad, I'll give it an order to go and help out. Good, so that should be the defense done for the top side, although I am tempted to bring in a second AT gun here that might be able to help cover the main road. Not really any decent angles though. I guess maybe I could tuck one in on the very top side here. Let's try that. So that's that done. Then further down,
Yes, sir.
I think we're just going to have recon for now.
Second platoon, let's go.
Going to move these rifles over here and put them on return fire.
Formed and ready.
These guys can move up as well. We'll put those on return fire.
Section at your orders, sir.
This rifle squad, I think we'll move up to this area.
Hang out the washing on the Siegfried line.
Maybe I could put an AT gun actually here. This is actually a really good position for an AT gun. It covers the roads coming from the right. It covers this entire area. So let's go ahead and put one there. It's going to need commands, so we'll make sure to bring that with it.
Someone called for a cab. Get out now.
That's good. Okay, so that's one place. Then what we're going to want is probably AT gun for this town. So I'll make sure I have that in place alongside the crocodile. And that's going to need command. Let's move that crocodile back a little bit, just so that I'm matching the ranges against anything coming up this road with those two units. There could actually be stuff that comes up this road, but I guess this AT gun Should be able to cover that if needs be. I have a couple of Bren group just hang out across the front line as well. And we're going to need some recon. I'm going to put some recon in here. I'll put some recon in here actually, let's do that. I'm going to need recon for the top side, so we'll put some in there. And then we'll need recon for the bottom side, so I guess we'll put some down here. And we'll put some in the mid.
Platoon formed and ready.
Now, I'm not sure what I want to do about this town. We do have a few points left. Let's maybe bring in a couple Bren group for the time being. And then maybe I can deploy some Cromwells and stuff around here if needs be.
Ready to transport. Wilco, out.
Just making sure these guys have orders. These ones can all just unload.
Sir.
I think we're done.
Everybody out.
Let's launch the battle.
Your orders, Captain.
Gonna have that universal carrier just
Go in there.
tuck in behind that house. I have the rifle leader go behind this tree line.
I'll be there soon. Taxi ready.
Good. Scouts can get into cover here. And we'll move the universal carrier back.
Can't go any faster than that. Everybody, check your ammo.
Just check in the line of sight.
Need a ride.
Universal carrier can stay behind the building there, that's fine.
Let's go, guys. Tommy's ready for battle. Go, gentlemen. Beware of Huns. Sir, recon elements from Kampfgruppe, Frey and Weidinger are approaching. The damn Fritz are coordinating their attack to take us in a pincer. Someone called for a cab. We're moving, lad.
Okay, here they come.
Anti-tank
It
team.
might be better to have that
operational,
6-pounder closer, just so that it can benefit from the rifle leader.
sir. At your orders.
There's a Storch. Okay, I might have to invest into the Spitfire.
Ready to transport. At your service, sir. To all units. Enemy sighted.
Gonna come to this tree line, I think, with this universal carrier.
We can't go any faster than that.
If I can. It looks like they're approaching from down here. That might be a bad idea.
Glad to see.
Let's just unload it early, and we'll just run the scouts in this direction. Keep the universal carrier there. That is fine. Okay, let's bring in the Spitfire Mark 9.
Loud and clear. Out.
Shoot down the Storch. And I'm going to bring in some AA actually.
Awaiting instructions. Roger.
I'm going to have my Spitfire fly over the AA for the time being. It might be worth just evacuating for now.
Velvet leader. I'm on my way out. What's up, Captain?
And we don't have a shot onto that 259.
At your orders, sir.
Move the crocodile over. Gee, the rifles might be able to kill it if they get close enough. Yeah, let's use the rifles.
Wake up, boys.
Because I can jump in and out of the building and do that. Come on. Get a grenade in the hatch.
Got them.
Beautiful.
Just give us something to burn.
And they're managing to hit our troops in the mid here as well. That's not good. Make sure my crocodile deals with that
Need to
sooner
bring
than
some
later.
tanks, sir?
Not sure my 6-pounder was in the tree line. That's why it wasn't covering that position.
At your orders. Let's go, Lieutenant.
You have to be a little bit careful of the S-07 pack. That could penetrate our crocodile if it gets close enough. Fine, the 6-pounder's done the job.
He's burning.
Not sure we lost anything too significant. That was just like a Bedford supply and the half-track that was carrying some Bren group, so I'm not too worried about that.
Ready, sir. He's burning.
Okay, that's another Panzer IV-C down. Good. So when we move into phase B, I'm probably going to have to get a 17-pounder all the way up to this town. I'll probably get a couple up there actually and defend that position. I'm going to need some AT guns probably for the center, and we'll need some AT guns for the bottom side here. So I'll probably have like an AT gun maybe where these Bren group are.
5 units are through already. Let's
Not sure.
keep them rolling.
I think further back would be safer. Maybe here in these trees. Then I can have one here, for example, on the opposite side. Because that will be able to cover all of this open ground. More recon might be a good idea for this right side. I think the scouts are seeing everything that would come here. So that's good. It's just this kind of center area. It's a bit loose in terms of the defense. Bring our scouts to the middle, and then maybe a Cromwell with that. Might be a good idea.
Germans ahead. Sir, yes, sir. March formation. Move out. Germans ahead. Everybody, check your ammo.
And this particular mission is not about territory, so I don't have to worry too much about that.
Get up and ready to move.
Make sure my crocodile can engage these units coming up the road though, because there are quite a lot doing so.
We're listening to you. Beware of Huns. Platoon,
And we can take out the F-Teller, that's fine. I want to make sure that recon's dead for sure.
Take cover.
Oh, Stuka, okay.
Jerry's dead.
We'll shoot that down. We do have the
On my way.
Spitfires available.
Receiving loud and clear. Out.
Good. Job well done.
Yes. Loader, prepare AP just in case. Get ready, boys. German fighters, sir. ME-109.
Oh
And
shit.
I thought that the RAF had cleared the sky. It must be some of those aces. They'll be sure to make our life hell. It's burning. Roger. On my way. Bugging out.
Oh no. They're going to shoot down one of my Spitfires. That really sucks. Also, this 6-pounder's not doing a great job here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my Spitfire, but it was flying off to the left side. Took my eye off the ball for like 1 second.
Chasing some scalps.
I need to try and get to my AA if I can.
Copy, leader.
That was a bad move.
Some scalps.
Or maybe it wasn't.
Copy, leader. He's burning.
No, I think we got him. Unless he manages to get the shot off just before.
Attacking.
Now we're good. My Spitfire will be out of commission for a little while due to the damage it's taken, but we've used the Bofors there to get the better of the G0.
Roger, heading back to base.
And there is a Vielfachwerfer here. We will want to take that out at some point.
Closing on them, sir.
Shame I lost that Spitfire though. I am very disappointed about that.
He's burning.
Let's bring in one of the Cromwell 5s and the Cromwell 4, and we'll go hunt down that Waffe, because if we're only up against Panzer 4s and 222s at the moment, we should be absolutely fine. I would usually be happy about these Cromwells attacking. Actually, I guess we could kill off the Panzergrenadier. Oh, scouts, why are you opening up? Didn't put them on return fire, did I? It's really dumb.
To all units, enemy sighted. Let them burn. My staff and myself.
Okay, I guess we're going to just commit the Cromwells in the bottom side here.
Right on the mark. Come on, chaps, the war's over there.
What is that? Another Stuka, I'm assuming?
Men down.
Yep.
He's burning. Yes, sir.
£6 done well.
Sir?
And we're keeping
He's right dead.
the corridor open so far. So
Yes.
this is pretty decent.
Loader, prepare AP just in case.
And into phase B we go. So, AT gun to the top.
Kampfgruppe Weidinger is preparing an attack against the evacuation point. Beware, they are fielding the latest Jagd Panzer IV tank destroyer against us.
That's another Storch, okay. I don't have the Spitfire available. Like I mentioned, it's going to be out of commission for quite a while.
Successful hit.
There is a Tempest coming in. AI's got us covered. Next tick is going to go towards another 17-pounder for sure. Good driver wound. Hopefully we can get that Panzer IV kill. And then I can go hunt down these Wheelfachwerfers sooner than later. Yeah, that's the ME-109 G0 coming in. Will the Tempest get out? Well.
Let them burn. Copy, leader. It's burning.
Okay, I think my Spitfire's good.
Red 6 mounted.
Have the Cromwell
Moving at full speed.
move up
Roger.
to the centre here with the Firefly and so on. Have the Wheelfachwerfer, it might actually get shot by one of these Fireflies.
Awaiting instructions.
At least we took out that second fighter, that's good.
Way out.
Sometimes those AI planes can be a little unpredictable.
Orders. Yes, sir. Glad to see somebody knows where we're going.
Right, AT gun please.
We can give... Intelligence has identified SS Stug Abteilung 2 in our sector. It certainly intends to bolster Frey and Weidinger's strengths. Be careful about them. They're a scourge to get rid of.
Okay. More stuff to worry about. Another Ju-87 strike coming in as well. Looks like the Tempest may get the better of that Ju-87 with the help of the Bofors. Well, maybe I'm going to need another Bofors. There is a lot of airstrikes coming in at the moment.
What are your orders, sir? As you command, sir. Combat speed, driver. Yes?
Let's push the 6-pounder forwards again.
Let them burn. Waiting for orders. Roger. On your feet, soldiers.
Okay, time to do some tricky micro here. Whilst my AT gun goes to work.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, 222 down, nice.
Give us a good firing.
Oh, that 6-pounder's in trouble though.
We can give some
I'm gonna unload the 17-pounder here, just because it looks like it's gonna be needed. Yeah, let's unload this one as well.
Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open.
The Bren gonna go down there? They might do, unless they can kill off one of the BMWs. They don't have any armor, so they might be able to with the Bren guns. We shall see.
One left hunt. Anti-tank team, operational, sir. What's up, Captain?
Well, those are some AT, or some half-tracks, or something.
Germans ahead. Get ready, boys.
Nice. Taking both of those out. Didn't realise they came that way. Oh, it's a Jagdpanzer. Okay. We're going to bounce off the front of that, that's for sure. Gonna need some more AT guns, I feel. Let's just bring in loads to the centre. We'll have one join us on the bottom side.
Be careful. Enemies nearby. At your orders. The 11th Armoured is almost through, sir. Just a few more.
We bailed out the Jagdpanzer. Nice. 17-pounder's done its job there.
Enemy spotted. Hold tight, lads. Kampfgruppe Frey is building up to wipe us from the center of the corridor. The main bulk of the 11th Armoured has gone through, sir, but since we've got the corridor under control, a few extra units will just make things easier when it comes to climbing Hill 112. Beware of Huns.
Guy's got a lot of stuff to say, but we've just ruined a lot of those tanks with my 17-pounder and 6-pounder, so that's good. Really good. And I think we've managed to push back here quite nicely with the Cromwells and stuff. The Bren group just took out the BMW. That's good, unless that was the 17-pounder. Either way, these ones are going to head further up. Need the one at the front to go all the way to the town. This one's going to go to this position. That one's already in position, but I could use some command with it. And then I'm not sure what I really want to do with this one. Maybe I could have it defend here. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, let's come down to here with these Cromwells. And I'm going to put the Cromwells into cover. Have the rifles stand on the edge, basically be recon for us. Same with this scout unit. Let's keep the Cromwells there. Let's move forwards the 6-pounder to take care of this Panzer IV. Cromwell 6 is struggling, might get taken out. Never mind, save the day. It's good stuff. I guess we could put a 17-pounder in here. And let's put this one with the 6-pounder, because that 6-pounder can cover both directions regardless.
Let's hope Jerry won't catch us in the open.
And we have the command there already, so that works out nicely.
Yes, sir.
That's a 2-2-2 pushing through. Oh yeah, this is a perfect place actually for the 17-pounder because I have the command there to make it 2-star. But we do have one more, don't we? Oh no, we don't. Oh, oh my! I've deployed all of the 17-pounders, and I'm not sure if I've done so in the right places. Oh, there's a bunch of Panzer IVs coming. Maybe I should deploy a 17-pounder here. Let's have this one come back. I think I'm going to need it.
Platoon formed and ready.
Yeah, let's kill the Aufklärer. That's fine. We want to shoot them in the open, if I can. Trying to keep out of line of sight of those tanks there. Good. Alright, Recon's dead. Where are those tanks going? They're going back? It looks like they're going back on themselves.
Someone called for a cab.
Let's just deploy in this tree line. Because even from there, I think we can stop the Panzer IVs from being too much of a threat. Maybe they'll come through the town instead.
Get ready, boys. Loader, prepare AP.
Need the 17-pounder to be ready. I'm also actually going to bring in a Bofors here to accompany that AT gun. I should probably do that for all of my AT guns.
Grid 6 mounted up. As you command, sir.
The other thing we can get now is the Typhoon ATs. They have potential to do damage, and we have access to more crocodiles. I can't remember if there's any Panthers in this mission. But if there is, that does change things quite a bit. Because crocodiles won't be the best fit. I do have the challenges in Phase C. We could use those. It is just about to go into Phase C. I think I'm going to buy the Typhoon ATs. We can buy the next one as well. Just so that we have those available. I can smash these Panzer IVs with them. Ooh. Okay. Time to bring in the fighters.
Copy that. Royal Air Force rules the sky.
That was good timing. Right, he bombed my Cromwell 6s, or Cromwell 5s.
I got a hit.
But we managed to shoot down the majority
Red 1 attacking. I'm listening.
of
Everybody out.
their aircraft. Right, let's hit these with the Typhoon ATs.
Enemy spotted. I'm out. Over. Enemy spotted.
And then the 17-pounder should be able to clean them up.
Roger.
Oh, there's another one.
Coordinates.
Blimey. No, don't bomb my 17-pounder.
What are the orders?
Dang, Nebbit.
Yes.
We also lost some Bren group.
Okay, control.
These Typhoon ATs, they did a great job. I think we're going to need this 17-pounder to come down though, to help out against these Panzer IVs.
Section at your orders, sir. Germans ahead.
I'm just going to keep strafing them, so that my 17-pounder has time to recover. And I'm going to invest into another Typhoon AT. I think
Flanks.
that's pretty important. These have to unload.
Receiving loud and clear.
Okay, good.
One more kill. Enemy spotted. Be ready.
These 17-pounders, they're going to be able to hit the Werflammens coming in.
What's up, Captain?
Let's have the Cromwells
On our way.
move back here.
He's burning.
Need to have the extra veterancy on the 17-pounder if I can. Well, it's going to be able to catch these reinforcements as well. That's really good. Keep shooting these.
Open fire. Right on the mark.
Get that new Typhoon AT in.
New orders, Skipper.
Not sure what's firing back at us here, but we'll take that out.
I'm out. Over.
It was a U-304 pack, okay. Move the Cromwell forwards aggressively, or Crocodile, towards this Werflammen. I might be able to kill that.
Successful hit.
That would be nice.
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
The gun, sir.
That Werflammen, what's it going for?
Enemy spotted. Be ready.
Going for the 17-pounder. It's dead.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Oh, that's annoying. I thought they wouldn't fire until they got into position, but
Setting up, sir.
I was obviously wrong.
Beware of Huns.
Sucks. Oh, look at the amount of Panthers. Okay, we're going to have to move
Shells ready.
the 17-pounder back that way. We'll swap these around. Oh, it's... you are kidding me. That is like... I don't know where that's coming from, but that is ridiculous. Holy crap. That like artillery is like so on point. And I have a Typhoon AT in the sky, but yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, this 6-pounder is also being hit.
Kampfgruppe Frey is moving against the base of the corridor, sir, and appears determined to isolate us. We seem to be in for a last stand, sir.
Time for the challengers. Save the day.
Combat speed, driver. Saluting the captain makes him a target for Germans.
Anti-tank team, operational, sir.
Internal fire onto one of the Panthers. It's good.
Loader, prepare AP just in case.
I'm gonna have to
Give us a
pull that back.
tight.
No chance otherwise.
I am in charge here. Move, but watch our flanks.
Right, we can move these into the tree line here
Sir.
He's right there.
and shoot those as well. Good.
Setting up, sir.
Move forwards that 17-pounder. I'm gonna save a couple of these Typhoon ATs to try and hit those artillery pieces. Not sure what they are, but they're doing a lot of damage.
Your ammo.
We can't go any faster than that.
Was the Typhoon AT going for it? Looks like it is.
Germans ahead. Ready
That
to
hit the
bring
mark.
some
That was
tanks, sir?
beautiful.
Tank ready.
Ready, sir.
We're moving, lads.
Need the veterancy on that 17-pounder as soon as
Setting
possible.
up, sir.
Successful.
Go on.
Medic.
There we go. Nice. The Bren group are in trouble. They're going to have to fall back. I think my Cromwell's in trouble. Yeah, these Cromwells are in a sticky spot. I think we're going to lose the command Cromwell.
Let's roll. Combat speed, driver.
And this one's kind of in trouble as well. I guess it depends like how close we get.
Best job I've ever had.
One more kill.
Oh, the turret's facing the complete wrong direction.
It's hot in here.
That is unlucky.
I hear you loud
Yeah,
and
my
clear.
Cromwells are dead now.
Back, driver.
En route, men. Setting up, sir.
Right, those still alive.
Maneuvering into attack run. We've got them. How bad is the ack over there? We can't take this anymore.
Successful hit.
Okay, now there's a verbal Vin
What are
there.
the orders? Maneuvering into attack run.
Can't even hit it with my own blooming aircraft. That's going to be the 17-pounder
Let's get
still
out of
alive.
here.
Wow, okay. Did not expect that.
Give us a good
That's good,
firing
though.
position.
Very frustrating mission, this.
Red 6 mounted up.
We've managed to get one of the Cromwell 5s into a relatively safe area. The other Cromwell is actually managing to fall back. Let's bring in the challengers to the centre. We can also get the 17-pounder actually into a nice position here when it recovers.
At your orders.
I need to have this Bofors move away.
Anti-tank team, operational, sir.
Good job, gunner.
Right, this Typhoon AT we're going to fly all the way to the other side. And we're going to go like so. And my universal carrier's actually spotted it. I fast moved that all the way towards here, just so that it just in case there was a potential that I could actually spot it. That's quite funny.
Waiting instructions. Successful hit.
How bad is the ack over there?
Right, let's kill it.
Attacking
What is
control.
it? It's a Hummel. Okay. Go on, Typhoon. Yes, nice.
Be careful. Enemies nearby. Successful hit.
Alright, we're going to have that stay as it is.
Tank ready.
This Cromwell is struggling against a U-304 pack for some reason.
Coordinates.
Oh, my rifle's actually got pinned down instead of the 232. Oh dear.
Tommy's ready for
Well. Go on, 17 pounder. Show me who's boss. There we go, beautiful. Bail out there. We've barely used any infantry in this so far.
good firing position. Germans
But
ahead.
thankfully we've got rid of those
What's up, control?
Hummels, so we can
When you think you are too close.
instead focus on the Wehrflammens now.
Come out. Over.
There we go.
If that's an order.
Very nice.
Ready, sir.
The rifles are going to have to fall back there. Otherwise they're going to get taken out by the Sturm Pioneers. I can't believe this U-304 packs. Still getting the better of my
The
From
Scottish
R5.
corridor has held, sir. Such a feat of arms will no doubt go down in history as one of the division's finest hours.
Flanks.
Well, we've done it. And I think we were quite successful. We got through a lot of extra units. So the last mission should be easier than it otherwise would be. We did lose our Spitfire early on, which sucks, to the MU-109G0. That kind of flew off to the left side for no reason. We did lose a 17 pounder to a Wehrflammen, but only one of them, which is good. I lost my Cromwells, which isn't great, and I did lose a Crocodile in the end to a Panzer IV-H. Other than that, nothing too significant. A bunch of Bren Group, scouts, rifles. I think this is actually pretty decent in terms of losses for this mission, considering the amount of stuff they actually throw at you. In terms of kills, well, the Crocodiles did do well, and so did the 6 pounders. Look at that. Panzer IVs, they killed a lot of the early game stuff. This Crocodile holding its own for sure. Wow. Then we got this 6 pounder. That was the one that was creeping in and out of the trees. Spitfire shot down a few aircraft. Thankfully the AI had a Tempest, which did really nicely. The Cromwells did a good job of cleaning up a lot of the lighter units, but ended up dying to the Panzer IVs. 17 pounder taking out the Jagdpanzer for us there. This 17 pounder cleaning up a few nice units. Typhoon ATs not only killing aircraft but also that Hummel for me. 17 pounder cleaning up the Panthers in the mid. And then we had the Challengers save us against the Panzer IVs on the bottom side. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed that mission. It was a lot of fun. Very difficult, I think. Maybe more difficult than the last one. But we still have the hill to climb. And considering the time limit in that last mission, it's another difficult one to come. Until then, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next mission. Goodbye.